The investigation into the attempted assassination of Donald Trump is really heating up today. The House Oversight panel has subpoenaed the Secret Service director to appear Monday at the first hearing to try and figure out what went terribly wrong over the weekend. In the meantime, the Republican National Convention continues as Trump's running mate is gearing up for his primetime speech tonight, his first as the Republican vice presidential nominee. Donald Trump was in attendance and he knew how to make an entrance for night 2 of the Republican National Convention. In a show of party unity, former GOP presidential candidates came together to rally behind their nominee.
Let's make the 45th president of the United States the 47th president of the United States.
Donald Trump is the president who will actually unite this country.
Nikki Haley, Trump's fiercest primary rival, now offering a full-throated endorsement, encouraging her supporters to get on board.
You don't have to agree with Trump 100% of the time to vote for him. We have a country to save, and a unified Republican Party is essential for saving her.
Tuesday's theme, Make America Safe Once Again, focused on signature Trump issues, law enforcement, crime, and immigration.
Let us secure our borders, enforce our laws, protect our children, and restore the future.
Tonight, the convention turns its attention to foreign affairs, including the ongoing wars in Ukraine and Gaza.
Between Israel and Hamas, Donald Trump is clear about who is our friend and who is our enemy.
The party will also hear from Ohio Senator J.D. Vance for the first time since becoming the vice presidential nominee.
I think the American people are going to love J.D. Vance and his story. I think they're going to be able to see him as someone who can understand the struggles that hardworking Americans go through every day. He'll be a very important counselor and advisor to President Trump.
Tomorrow night, additional members from former President Donald Trump's family are expected to attend the Republican National Convention in Milwaukee. Sources say that includes his wife and former First Lady Melania Trump, who has kept a low profile since the start of her husband's campaign. His daughter Ivanka Trump and son-in-law Jared Kushner will also be in attendance. Trump's 2 sons have been alongside their father since the start of the RNC. On Thursday, Trump will formally accept the GOP nomination for president and will give a speech, his first since he was shot on Saturday at a rally in Pennsylvania.
Take a look at what happened.
New information tonight shows how the gunman evaded security on Saturday as he attempted to assassinate the former president. Law enforcement officials say he'd asked for the day off work and that he came to the rally with a rangefinder.
It's a device that looks like a small pair of binoculars, but it's used by shooters to measure the distance when they're setting up a long-distance shot.
It's not a weapon, so security let him through.
But they did flag, what does he have this in his hand for?
Investigators say the would-be assassin then exited the secured area. They're not sure where he went, but they think he got a rifle from his car. Climbing on an air conditioning unit is likely how he got on the roof outside the perimeter. That's according to a senior federal law enforcement official.
He's taking the rangefinder and he's looking through it at the counter sniper positions. And one of the counter sniper positions is looking at him through the scope. At this point, there's not a gun in the picture, as I understand it, but they're saying he's looking at us, looking at him.
Another official says that's about when witnesses saw him and alerted police. Video analysis shows the shooting started about 2 minutes later.
Yeah, someone's on top of the roof. Look.
We have criminals. We have people that should not be here.
At that particular site, we divided up areas of responsibility, but the Secret Service is solely responsible for the design and the implementation and the execution of the site.
A different tone from the Secret Service director while talking to CNN. Kimberly Sheetal previously said local law enforcement was responsible for the building where the 20-year-old climbed onto the roof and fired the shots at Trump.
And on that particular particular day, a full advance had been completed. But this is also why we are doing an internal review, and we look forward to the external review as well. And obviously, if there are things that we need to change about our policies or our procedures or our methods, we are certainly going to do so.
With pressure mounting to determine the shooter's motives and what led to this failure.
The American people deserve to know the truth, and we will ensure accountability. I promise you that. I promise you that.
House Speaker Mike Johnson called for the director's resignation and announced a bipartisan task force to investigate the assassination attempt.